Hi YouTube, hey my loves. So I want to quickly do a let's talk about it. Let's talk about John Wick Trilogy. All three parts. I just wrapped up part 3 of the trilogy. My hair. Barely watched it, by the way, but I really was excited because Halle Berry's in it. I mean, the gorgeousness, the beautiness. Who doesn't want to watch Halle Berry in an action movie? I even liked Catwoman, and it wasn't even that great. She hates that movie herself, but I'm like, you're a badass chick. You're kicking ass. She kicked ass in John Wick. Ask me what happened to her character, Gabby. I couldn't even tell you. I knew she had 2 dogs, and I don't even know if she got killed off. I have no idea what happened to Gabby's character. Anyhow, what I want to talk about is, okay, granted, so part 1, loved it. It was great. I love a good classic. It's not classic, but I love a good action movie. I grew up on action. I grew up on Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee. You know, these guys were fighting with their hands, you know what I mean? John Wick's a little different. I felt like I was in Assassin's Creed or some sort of video game where it was just like, it's just shooting constantly. I get it. He's a retired assassin. I get all of that. Part 1 was great. You took my dog, who my wife, who passed away, gifted me, who I loved and gave up my whole life for. I get that part. And then the car, we all love material things to an extent. But then part 2 led to the car, and then it completely sidetracked. And then it became more about the business that he's in or what have you. Part 2, I was like, all right, I could do this. But then I got a little bored. And I was like, let me just wrap it up. I get to part 3. And I mean, I intervened so much with part 3. I done took a break. I went to the gym, came back, took a shower, watched it and barely watched it, started drinking wine. Cheers to you guys, by the way, and thank you for tuning in. This is all brand new to me. You guys know I want to call it Let's Talk About It, because let's talk about it. I'm talking about John Wick. Hit me with the comments. Hit me with the questions. Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? What do you think about it? Should there be a part 4? Absolutely not. This isn't like a Harry Potter where we're just going to continue it. You know what I mean? This isn't a Marvel comic book or a DC comic where there's more stories behind it. I don't really know anything about John Wick, to be honest. I don't know if it was a book before it was a movie, but I'm good. I'm so good. Keanu Reeves is fine as hell. That I give it, you know, and I love good looking people, but he should have gotten laid throughout all 3 parts. Never showed any of that, so I couldn't even tell you. Yes, when I do drink, I get a little bit more dramatic with my hands. You know what I mean? I don't know. Could be a Philly thing. I was raised in New York, but I left at such a young age. I gotta let that girl. I'm a Virginia girl. But then I moved to Philly after high school. So, you know, that East Coast, I just talk with my hands. Naturally, I'm a foreigner. It's what we do. But what do you guys think about John Wick and the trilogy? I know this is probably what you guys didn't expect for Let's Talk About It, but if you watched my first video, it's pretty much what I feel like letting out. And I really invested in all 3 parts. More the first 2 parts. 3rd part, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But anyhow, let me know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for giving me a shot. And I love you guys. Y'all are my loves. I'm a lover. I live to love and I love to live. Thank you and have a good night. I don't know what else to tell you guys after this, but yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying me, you know. Bye, YouTube.